You are looking at the first ever electric car to come out of Korea and make it to the United States. It's the 2015 Kia Soul EV. And this represents about the 11th car in the EV segment in the US. And EV sales are up 29%. I've been telling you guys it's happening. By the end of this decade, I see more and more electric vehicles. I think maybe even half will have some kind of electric motor involved, whether it's a hybrid, whether it's a fuel cell, or a pure EV like this Soul. Now, the most exciting thing about this car, it's not only that it's priced right and you can lease it for $249 a month, but it's the fact that it gets 93 miles worth of range. That's better than everything on the market except the over $70,000 Tesla Model S. To me, that's not even in the segment. That's its own segment. But if you're looking at pure EVs in the 35 and under range, nothing comes close to this Kia Soul EV. The Soul represents an iconic model for the Kia brand. You know, Kia's been here for 20 years, and this is by far the most distinguishable vehicle in their lineup. Last year, they came out with version 2.0 of the Soul, and we loved what they did. They took an existing design and just updated it, keeping all of the right proportions, but adding some nice design cues and bringing it up to date. Now, there are some distinguishing features for the Soul EV from the Soul. For example, you get a unique grille, and behind this grille are your charging ports. You have level 1, 2, or 3. When you're done, just close it back up. These fog lights are unique for the Soul EV, as are these 16-inch wheels. As you can see, they're more aerodynamic, and these are ultra-low resistance tires. They're 10% more efficient than low-resisting tires. You also have some unique eco-electric badging throughout the vehicle on the back and on the side to let people know this is a Soul EV. The rear fascia is a little bit different as well, and there are a few design cues on the interior. One of the challenges of taking an existing vehicle and converting it into an electric vehicle is that you got to put the battery pack somewhere and you're going to lose some space. That is not the case in the Soul EV. This was designed from the ground up to accommodate both gasoline and an electric powertrain. So you can see you don't lose any space in the cargo area. You lose a little bit of height in the floor of the rear seat. That's where the battery pack is, but it's very minimal, almost not noticeable. And again, this is a testament to them making this design decision when they started planning the Soul 2.0, and now we have the Soul EV. You have 3 charging options for your Kia Soul EV. Level 1, which is the 110 you find in your house, can take up to 24 hours. Level 2 is a 240 volts, requires a special charger, but that only takes 5 hours. Level 3, that's your commercial charges. You can get an 80% charge in about 33 minutes. You'll find that at Kia dealerships and other commercial locations. I like what Kia's done with the Soul EV's interior. They preserved a lot of the Soul's characteristics, but added a few little design cues, like this white plastic frame around the center stack, just to kind of distinguish it a little bit from the traditional Soul. The car's extremely comfortable, extremely quiet. They really focused on reducing the noise, and they have achieved that. We had it on the freeway going about 75, very quiet. On some bumpy roads, no problem. Seats are very comfortable, and you have a nice high seating position. The interior is one of the most, if not the most, bio-friendly in the industry. In fact, it received an award. There's over 53 pounds of recyclable material in this interior. For example, this A-pillar, it's made of corn and sugar, if you can believe that. Obviously a very inexpensive and renewable resource. There's a 3.5-inch OLED, or organic LED, information screen between the gauges. It's very user-friendly, and we're told uses less energy. There's a very cool driver-only button. You push this, and the other vents get turned off. A lot of times, like right now, the only person in the car is the driver. So why have all these other vents running and be inefficient with the HVAC? This way you can reduce the energy draw, and that's really how you maximize the battery efficiency. If you decide to buy or lease a Kia Soul EV, you've made a great choice. However, you're going to have to live in one of the so-called green states, states like California, Oregon, Washington, New York, Connecticut, etc. Kia is only going to be launching this in some limited geographic locations, but hopefully down the road it will become a 50-state car. So what's it going to cost you? Base price is $33,700 for Kia Soul EV, $35,700, a $2,000 upcharge to get the Plus model. The Plus model, you get leather, you also get cooled seats and a few other little bells and whistles. You can lease the Soul EV base model for $2,500 down and $250 a month. That's a 36-month lease, and you can put up to 36,000 miles on your Soul EV. That's a great value for a car of this size and that great range, 93 miles. People have been saying, come on, we want to see better range out of these vehicles. Well, it's coming, and I think Kia is leading the way.